good numbers. I think it's all-time high in terms of profitability and revenue for the company. Revenue up 60%, margins also jumping 43%. But the bigger news really is that the company is looking at monetization of the Adda 52 portal. Remember, it's one of India's largest poker sites. Hardik Debar is joining us, Group CFO at Delta Corp. Hardik, good morning. First of all, good numbers. I'll discuss numbers in a bit, but one concern that investors had, and I had addressed that last quarter. You seem to be addressing that. This unlocking of value in Adda 52 or Gaussian networks, as it's called. If you could give us some more details on that, what kind of valuations are you looking at, and when do we expect this process to be completed?
Hi, Anuj. Good morning. Thank you for the opening remarks and for the the numbers that you mentioned about. On your show itself, I think in the month of October, I had made a statement that we are always looking at exploring possibilities to.
Right, Hardik, we'll just come back to you. I think the audio is a little poor, so we'll try and sort of reconnect that line and come right back to you. But I mean, Delta, I think. Has been, it's an interesting point in time because numbers for the third quarter were super strong. But starting January, of course, because of all this Omicron, and it is one of the it's a leisure play. Numbers starting January would have dipped sharply. But is the market going to be bothered about that, or will it kind of look through this? I think it's going to be the latter. And of course, I mean, on top of that, there is this Adda 52. For which the company is now planning to monetize things as well. So we'll sort of try and reconnect that line. The numbers are on your screen. Revenues came in at 247 crores. EBITDA came in at 108 crores. Big jumps. I mean, 43.5% margins. Profit after tax came in at about, 71 crores. It's an all-time high. Hardik, hi. Good morning. Prashant here. Please continue. We lost you there. We have you back. Go on.
Morning, Prashant. I was addressing to Anuj's question, and I said that, on this very show in the month of October, where we were talking about our September numbers, which was the basically gave us the hope that how the third quarter is going to pan out. I had mentioned that we are always looking for opportunities to expand, grow, and value unlock for the shareholders. And at that stage, I did not specify, but all the routes were always open, and this we have realized that this is going to be the best route for us because we have a lot of potential as far as poker is concerned. We are, like Anuj said, the largest poker site in the country. We have the best liquidity. We have been around for the longest time, and we have weathered the competition and influx very well. Having said that, we are commencing, now that we have the approval from the Delta board, we will commence the process very soon of identifying. We have been in talks with a couple of bankers, but now that we have the approval, we will be able to embark on the process of finalizing the bankers and the lawyers and the other intermediaries, as the resolution says. And we are hopeful that given that we need to focus on this space and grow, this is going to be on fast track, and we'll try to do it as soon as possible within the fastest possible timelines. As regards the valuations are concerned, there are a few benchmarks that are already there. You have a stock in the gaming, not identically same, but in the gaming space, which obviously where our top lines are nearly identical. We are a slightly more profitable company, and we have some of the private play that we have heard in the recent past, whether it is MPL or whether it is Dream 11, who have been raising money at valuations. So I am not preempting any valuation number at this point of time, but I think we are all very, very bullish, and we believe that we have a good story to say and a good story to unfold, and we are hoping for the best.
Okay, now any ballpark number? Of course, I think the one that you're referring to perhaps could be Bazaar. That's at 7,000 crore market cap, Hardik. Delta Corp is 7,500 crore, but of course, it's got your offshore casino business as well, and this online business. So any ballpark in terms of say 4,000 crore, 5,000 crore kind of number that we could look at for Adda 52?
Anuj, I don't know whether the market is pricing in my online gaming at this point of time, looking at the way Nazara is being valued. So I would not want to preempt anything, and I would rather wait for the bankers to reveal the market valuations to us and let's discuss and debate. And closer to the issue, once we have frozen and finalized, I'll definitely come back to this platform and share a lot more details with you. But like I said, it's looking very good.
Okay, now coming back to numbers, Hardik, and while October to December was really good quarter for you, it was also a period in which a lot of revenge travel happened, right? I mean, I remember going to Goa once, and there's absolutely nothing available there. So in that sense, are these numbers one-off, or do you think you can replicate them? Because from 1st January there were some restrictions as well once the New Year and Christmas period was over. So would these numbers be tough to replicate, or you think you have a template in place now?
So historically, what we have seen, Anuj, is that once we have a step-up kind of growth that we register, that becomes the base, and we continue to do a run rate of that kind of number for a couple of quarters before the next step-up comes in. Now, you're right, we have seen unprecedented revenge travel happening across, but as far as we are concerned, we've always said that there is a latent potential which is there as far as gaming per se is concerned from an India perspective, because there is dearth of gaming space. Yes, you may attribute a bit of this to revenge travel, but I am not at all worried, given the fact that even in the first 15 days, the 10, 12 days of January, the trend that we are seeing, of course, again, let me come out with a caveat on this, that if there are more restrictions, travel becomes difficult. It is going to have a little bit of impact on the influx of people coming to Goa, and that may have a little bit of impact here and there. But like we all know, the case positive rates in most of the states like Maharashtra and Mumbai and other places is coming down, and the risks are going to be short-lived, as a lot of you guys have said, a lot of experts are saying, and we are all very bullish that this trend can definitely continue, assuming a normal state of operations.
Hardik, just to go back to that, the online gaming, could you tell us, just give us some numbers without getting into what kind of valuations you'll be able to raise? That will be for the market to assess. But on a steady state basis, what kind of earnings has that business already, is it already doing? And what is your own projection for growth there?
So as regards, hi Prashant. So as regards poker is concerned, poker has continuously been a profitable business, and it has been earning an EBITDA anywhere between 15 to 20% on a steady state basis. What you see on the face of the P&L and the balance sheet is because we have ventured into a multi-gaming platform called Adda.Games, which is the platform where we are going to be using that as a mass marketing tool to try and attract as many people to come and register on the platform. So that's going to be our growth engine, and that's where a lot of marketing spend, a lot of promotion activity, and a lot of development activity is going, and that's what is eating into the EBITDA. And therefore, on the consolidated levels, on a 9-month basis, you're seeing a break-even scenario, which in itself is good, given the fact that we have been spending money in the last couple of quarters on this expansion and growth story. Having said that, for the year as a whole, we already have 9 months numbers. We're clocking about 120 odd crores. We should end the year, given the same trajectory, at about 160 odd crores basis. I'm just making a simple extrapolation. Having said that, we estimate that with all the efforts that we are going to put in, and with all the money that we are going to be earmarking for this business and the IPO, we should be looking at a high 25-30% plus kind of growth on a steady state basis. Now, when I say steady state, it's not assuming that the money that we will and the watches that we will have from the IPO, once that happens, I think the growth can be exponential.
Okay, just 2 quick questions, Hardik. We're running out of time. You said 25 to 30% growth, and the 9-month numbers, you've already turned profitable in the gaming business. So can we assume by the end of FY22, you will be profitable in particularly the gaming business, A? And B, since this acquisition has worked out well for you, anything more in the pipeline? Now, what's the cash on the books, and anything more that you plan to do in terms of either value unlocking for shareholders or acquisitions?
So, Sonia, when you say gaming business, you mean the online gaming business, because the offline gaming business is doing the 43% EBITDA margin. So, yeah, let me correct that. Yes, we have always been profitable. It's only in the last 9 months or so that the EBITDA margins have been under pressure, given that we are spending a little more on the efforts to grow. To answer your question, yes, we are looking at opportunities. There are options that we are looking at every point of time. Nothing that I can share at this point of time, but every possible opportunity, whether it is organic or inorganic, is what we will scrutinize and ensure that the growth unlocks. And as from a shareholder's perspective, the IPO itself is a value unlocking proposition. So I think for the time being, I think this is going to be it. And as and when something more fruitful or more happening happens, we will obviously come and share it with the public at large.
Okay, Hardik, we have run out of time, not out of questions, of course, but we'll have to let you go on that note. Thanks a lot for joining us and good luck with the next few quarters and, of course, with this value unlocking.